Discover industrial technologies at Robeson Community College. Now, here's your host, Christina Dees.
Mechatronics, welding, electrical systems, air conditioning, heating and refrigeration, these are all programs at Robeson Community College, and they are all high-tech with a big paycheck. You can get started on a new career in one of these exciting fields and have a degree in 2 years or less. Mechatronics has become a popular field of engineering with its combination of math, science, engineering, welding, electrical systems, industrial systems, and robotics, and it's offered right here at Robeson Community College. You know, the future is mechatronics. It is a multidisciplinary engineering field that's quickly on the rise. It's in high demand across the nation, and it's high-tech with a big paycheck. This is Heath. He's the program disciplinary lead, and you're going to tell us more about the program itself. But first, what is mechatronics?
Mechatronics is the accumulation of electrical systems, mechanical systems, and several other systems, including fluid power, across where these systems interchange. Nothing really happens without one or the other in some form or fashion.
And how is mechatronics different from other engineering fields?
Mechatronics here at the college, or at RCC, we do a hands-on approach. Although they do take standardized tests, where it's multiple choice, fill in the blank, they actually have to go back and show us that they can actually do what we ask them to do.
And because this is in such high demand, it's a growing field, how much money can students expect to make?
Generally speaking, locally, I'm going to say starting off $20 an hour, but when you look at the national average, you have some places where students are starting off at $50.
And can you show us some of the equipment that the students will use in the labs?
So behind us, we have a FANUC 2000 robot that the students will actually manipulate in the ATR 280 class. It uses directional control valves, air cylinders, and several other components. Inside the MCC box, immediately behind us, or to the left of us, we have our PLC programming, our variable frequency drives, our contactors, our fuses, and other stuff that they can change and adjust on the electrical side.
And I understand this is an award-winning program. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, fortunately for the college, we had 2 students who did outstanding last year at the state competition and actually competed in the nationals. We didn't get selected for Worlds because it was an accumulation of 3 years. But this year we're going back with 2 students who are returning and 2 students who have never competed in Skills USA. So we're very excited.
Well, I got to meet some of your students, and we're going to talk to one in just a minute, but the students here seem really excited about this program. What would you say to someone who is interested in a career in mechatronics?
Anyone that's interested in a career in mechatronics has to have a certain skill set. One of the biggest things is we need is self-starters and self-motivators. That's also what the industry is looking for. The stronger skill set that we could use is the ability to just show up to class.
Speaking of that, are there any special requirements to get into this program, or could anybody sign up?
Anybody can sign up who has graduated with a high school diploma or GED. We don't require any kind of experience. We'll take you through the paces and get you what you need.
Great. Well, let's check in with one of your students and hear what they have to say. All right, this is Abigail. She's a student in the mechatronics program. Abigail, you have a pretty interesting story to tell. What inspired you to even get into this program?
So, for starters, when I was younger, I've always had a knack for just messing with all kinds of machines. I used to love taking tours around my dad's plant as a kid and just seeing the different machines and robots and things that are around an industrial plant in general. When I got here, I'm an early college student, so I'm on the robotics team. That kind of inspired me to draw closer to robotics. I now mentor Jonathan Gambino. He showed me around the ropes of mechatronics and the industrial systems. I decided that this was something I was going to enjoy. And I was torn for a really long time between industrial and mechatronics, but then I started meeting some of the professors on the mechatronics side, and they encouraged me this way. So once I pretty much learned the ropes and I saw the robots that I would actually be working on, I enjoyed it.
And there's a huge future in mechatronics, and you and I were talking about it. What would you say to someone who is interested in a future or career in mechatronics?
It is most definitely worth the while. It's really experience-based, I would say. If it's something you're going to enjoy, do it. Just jump for it. And I did, and I haven't turned back, and I don't have any regrets.
The Mechatronics program continues to put Robeson Community College on the map. Students from RCC have placed #1 in the North Carolina Skills USA competition for the last 3 years in a row and have gone on to compete at the National Skills USA competition. Taking 4th place in 2022 was Jonathan Gabino and Alan Enestrosa. Taking 2nd place in 2023 was Jeremiah Locklear and Angel Santiago. And in 2024, David Jimenez and Abigail ranked number 11 in the USA. In 2022, we had a chance to talk with Jonathan Gabino, and here's what he had to say. We're here with Jonathan Gabino, and he is the winner of the skills competition in North Carolina and nationally. Jonathan, what do you have here that you're working on?
So right now, here's the Mech Lab station made by Festo. This is something we've seen at the state level competition, and at the national level competition, we've seen just this part of it. Being it's a little bit more harder, and it's national, so you're getting prepared for the international competition.
Yeah, and I have to correct myself. You were 4th place in
Yes.
nationals, 1st in the state.
Yes.
So what can you do with a degree like this?
With a degree like this, you can enter the manufacturing field, advanced manufacturing, automation, and systems integration, which meaning you can get a regular plant and make it smart, and that's what a lot of people are going into with mechatronics degrees.
Yeah, and then I know, what do you want to do with this degree when you graduate?
So me personally, I want to start my own automation and like a system integration business, because we all know Industry 4.0 is coming up, and it's a good technology to get into. And I tell a lot of people, even that are close to me, this is the place to be, especially as industry is getting more and more smarter, and a lot of machines are beginning to work together. It is nice to get into a field like this.
Sure, and then last, what kind of advice would you have for someone watching that maybe is interested in going back to school or remotely interested in mechatronics?
So I would say is go ahead and get into it. It's gonna be a ride to it's a good ride. You learn a lot of things, you apply a lot of things, and if you're a person like hands-on, this is the best program for you.
If you're looking for something more electrifying, maybe a career in electrical systems is just right for you. RCC offers a 2-year associate degree in electrical systems, as well as many certificates that can be earned in a year or less. Today we're going to shine the light on a high-paying career in the field of electricity, with graduates starting out making $40 an hour. I'm here with Michael Levinson to talk more about the electrical systems program. What can you tell me about the electrical systems program? $40 an hour?
Yes, that's correct. There's a tremendous need now for skilled electricians, and companies are willing to pay that kind of money. I talked to a guy the other day, and he was telling me they were 50-some people short just in their maintenance department. He said, send me all the guys you can. We'll hire them on the spot. So there's a tremendous amount of people, job openings now. A lot of people, average age now is like 55, so we're going to have a lot of people retiring also. So this is a great time for students to come to Robeson Community College to seek out a career in electrical systems.
Yeah, and what are the various fields that students can go into?
Well, an electrician can either be a commercial electrician, residential electrician, that's wiring houses, industrial electrician, automation, all kind of jobs are out there now for students.
And then what kind of jobs are available for the graduates? Like after you graduate, what can you do with this degree?
Well, you can move anywhere in the whole United States and get a job, either in those fields that I mentioned before, either residential, commercial, or industrial, factories, power plants, all kinds of jobs are out there now for that electrician.
This is Matthew McKnight, one of the other professors in the electrical program. Can you tell us about the solar panels and opportunities in that field?
We teach solar panels, we teach photovoltaic systems as a whole, which we start with the solar panels themselves, which create DC current. We run it through a charge controller, which charges your batteries. And then once we do that, we run it out to an AC inverter, and we get power at the outlet that we can utilize. We have several companies in the field, like Strata Solar for one, that actually have hired some of our graduates recently. And as most of y'all can tell by looking throughout the county, we have solar farms everywhere. So there's going to be a lot of maintenance work needed to be done in the near future.
Yeah, it's certainly up and coming. What credentials are available?
Well, we actually in electrical systems offer 5 certificate programs, one being photovoltaic. We offer a robotics certificate, a programmable logic controller certificate, and then 2 wire installer certificates, one being more advanced. Then we offer a diploma in electrical systems and also an associate degree.
How has this program helped you achieve your goals?
One of my goals I had was to find something that I truly love and would do for the rest of my life. It has shown me that I can do this, and it's been my passion.
And what are your future goals? What would you like to do?
My future goal is, after RCC, I would like to transfer to ECU, and I like to have a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering. But my ultimate goal is to become an electrician.
And then what would you say to someone who's maybe considering a career in electrical systems?
Yes, ma'am. I would say to do it because we have wonderful teachers here. They strive to provide us what we need.
One career field that will always be in high demand are those found within the air conditioning, heating, and refrigeration industry. Now, you know when the AC goes out in the summer and you're hot, who are you going to call? We get a snowstorm in the winter and your heat has gone out, who are you going to call? Probably a licensed professional that has the qualifications to provide a quick solution and get the repair done as soon as possible. Robeson Community College is training the next generation of HVAC technicians who will work in the residential and commercial settings. No matter the season, air conditioning, heating, and refrigeration are always in demand, and Robeson is leading the way in the technology, preparing graduates for this important line of work. This is Tim. He is the director of all of the departments.
Yes, ma'am.
And before you tell us more about the HVAC program, I think it's important to tell everyone you're a graduate of this program twice.
Yes, I graduated in the diploma program, HVAC, and then I came back to school and I graduated from the electrical systems program.
Well, tell us a little bit about the HVAC program here at Robeson.
Our HVAC program is a 2-year program. We also have a diploma program that you can earn in 3 semesters, and we also have a certificate program. You can earn certificates each semester. The 2-year program has been around for like 3 years, and we started off with like 6 in the program, and now we're up to 49.
Well, this is a career that's high in demand, and what would you say students learn in this program?
They learn how to work on HVAC equipment. They learn how to troubleshoot it, install it, and I teach them customer service as well.
And what types of careers are available with this type of degree?
You can actually be a HVAC technician, installer, refrigeration technician, entrepreneur. You can be a refrigeration mechanic in some of these plants around here, and the list goes on.
And then how much can students make with this type of job?
Coming out of school, you're looking at $18 an hour, and you can actually make up to $49 to $50 an hour if you get into the commercial side of it.
Well, it looks like you have everything in the classroom that students need to learn and be actually in the field. Can you show us some of the equipment that the students be using in labs?
Yes, right here behind me is actually, you'll find this in residential homes. This is a condenser unit. We show students how to install it and also how to troubleshoot it. If you look over here, we got equipment that's actually used for bending metal, for air distribution. And we also got more equipment in the back, like package units and electrical furnaces.
What type of demand is it for this career? Is there a shortage?
Oh yes, there's a huge shortage in this career. Even though we got 49 students, we still got more than 49 jobs out there. Usually when my students graduate, they actually companies actually pick them up pretty quickly.
Well, we're going to hear from one of your students right now. Let's check in with him and see what he has to say. This is David. He's a student in the heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration department. David, what inspired you to get started in this program?
I actually have an uncle that's in the industry, and I grew up following him, working on different units. He showed me different ways that you can maneuver these systems, and that's what really made me want to get into it.
Yeah, what do you plan to do once you graduate?
I actually plan to stay in Robeson County and start my own business eventually. But I'm gonna start my first 2 years just working under a company. I'm not sure which one yet. So.
Well, I heard they pick them up quickly. What would you say to someone interested in this type of career?
It's a great career field because you can actually change people's lives. Like, people need help with their AC units during the summer or winter time. So it can really change lives.
Yeah, that's what I always say is it's never going to go out of style. People always need heat and air and refrigeration. What would you say to somebody interested in Robeson Community College?
This would be a great place to start your HVAC career. We have great instructors. They'll help out a lot. They have a lot of knowledge, so it'll help out.
Perfect.
So the instructors are great out here.
Now that's a great program, and we hope that all of our HVAC technicians know how appreciated you are, because when the air or heat goes out, it truly is an emergency. In this next segment, we had the opportunity to tour the welding department at Robeson Community College, and I even got a chance to weld myself. Take a look. Okay. For all the ladies out there. I must say, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and the guys in the welding shop were so nice and really wanted to help me learn how to weld. And that's the experience that you can have also, as one of RCC's welding instructors explains.
Well, what can someone do with a degree in welding?
You could actually do many things. There is, of course, teaching welding. The thing with a degree is it actually gives you 2 years of welding experience, which is better than a certificate. So when these guys go on the job, it's less on the job training because they're already been trained.
Yeah, and welding is such a good career field. How much do graduates make starting out?
Normally they will start out somewhere about $25 to $30 an hour, which in turn should put them around 44 to 60 some thousand a year.
Yeah, and so what's the job outlook? Is it always going to be in demand?
It's always going to be in demand, even though robotics is trying to chase it out. So one thing about it is the robotics cannot get into all those positions. Another thing, according to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, guarantee that there's going to be an 8% growth between 2020 and 2030 in the welding field, as more people are leaving their jobs to pursue welding as a better job.
Well, we love success stories on this show. Do you have any success stories you can share with us?
We've had several students graduate. Within 6 months, they're actually buying a new vehicle. They're able to buy a home, take better care of their families financially.
Welding is definitely a great program that will ignite your life, and for some, it might even be the spark that changes the trajectory of your life. In addition to offering two-year degree programs, RCC also offers short-term training throughout the semester in welding, basic electrical, and HVAC. Just check out their website for upcoming classes and schedules, and be sure to follow them on social media. One new short-term training program that started this summer is Electrical Lineman. It's definitely in high demand, and the program at Robeson Community College provides you with 9 additional certifications that will help you become more marketable and able to find employment. Up, up, and away we go. You'll be soaring to new heights in no time with the new Electrical Lineman program at Robeson Community College, and this program is sure to transform your future. Here to talk to us about the program is the program director, Dr. Joshua Locklear. All right, so Dr. Locklear, I understand it took a great deal of collaboration and partnerships to bring this program to fruition. Can you tell me more about how it got started?
We definitely felt that there was a need in our community for the program. It is a program that we have been working on quite some time, and we have been fortunate to have several companies that have assisted us with this program. One of our main partnerships has been with Lumber River EMC. They have been gracious in helping to design the pole yard. They have helped us to determine the best places to purchase equipment. They have kind of been, on call for Robeson Community College, and they understand too the need for the program in the community. So it has been a lot of work, but we have also been fortunate to have a lot of help.
So tell me more about the Electrical Lineman program. Like, what types of jobs are available once you complete a program like this?
Most types of jobs would be working with electrical companies. You can also work, people may be familiar with what we call the union, where employees may go out and work on storms. So working with the electrical companies, we have several of those in our areas. And we're also providing several different certifications throughout the program, such as forklift, CPR, OSHA, CDL. So there's a lot of opportunities through the Electrical Lineman program that doesn't just limit them to a typical electrical lineman job.
And what is the course like? Like, what's the commitment? How long do I need to prepare to be involved in the class?
It's a 12-week course. We operate Monday through Thursday, typically from 7:30 to 5:30. We do have some special drills where they're going to be working at night just to give them real life experience. It is a combination of, I guess we could say, in-class work, but it's also mostly hands-on, like you can see behind us, where they are climbing the poles, learning the proper safety protocol, learning how to actually work with electricity. So I think it's very fun, it's hands-on. Every time I talk to the students, they enjoy it, they're having a good time, they feel like it's beneficial to them.
All right, well, I can imagine this type of job is in demand. Why is it so important to offer this class to the community?
One of the things that we really wanted to do, again, you've talked about a job that's in demand, and that's where we're at with the Electrical Lineman program. And we wanted to bring this program to Robeson County so that our residents and residents who are close to Robeson County do not have to travel far for programs like this that they are interested in.
Perfect. Well, we're going to hear a testimonial from one of the students, but I can't not introduce Robert Clark. He is the instructor that you'll be having when you enroll in this program. And thanks for taking me up top. All right, this is Trey Locklear. He is a student in the Electrical Lineman course. Trey, why did you enroll in this course?
Man, because all my buddies is linemen or whatever, and they told me about it, and it's something I want to chase for my career. And since I heard good about the school, heard good about Mr. Robert, the instructor, it's just something that I want to do, something I fulfill my future.
Well, how do you think this is going to change your life, taking this course?
Because it's something I want to chase. It's something that I love doing every day. I love coming out here, love being with my buddies, working, trying to make money.
Yeah. What's your experience been like at Robeson?
It's been good, man. I struggled on the pole at first. Mr. Robert helped me out, a couple of my students. I struggled at climbing, a little fear of heights or whatever. But I'm sitting second on the hurt man right now, first on the pole top pin race. So I like it.
Nice.
It's working out good.
So is it fair to say you overcame a fear by taking this
Yeah,
course?
I overcame a fear. I did.
Yeah.
It's nice, man. The course has been good to me.
Well, I have no doubt I know your answer, but would you recommend this course to others?
Oh yeah, I would recommend it. Trust. If this is something you want to chase, if something you love doing every day, I wouldn't have no problem with doing it. It's nice.
Well, that's a wrap for today. We hope to see you in the next class. See you in the next class. See you in the next class.
Robeson Community College, your source for higher education and short-term training needs. Offering accounting, basic law enforcement training, cosmetology, criminal justice, cybersecurity, electrical systems, EMS, HVAC, mechatronics, medical office administration, respiratory therapy, radiography, university transfer, video gaming and simulation, welding, and more. Online and face-to-face instruction available. Learn more at robeson.edu.
Aprende inglés gratis en RCC.
When a student walks onto our campus, they are surrounded with resources. They're surrounded with people who care about their future and about their success. We are going to help them complete what they started.
My experience at Robeson Community College was one of a breath of fresh air. I'm a real big, I got questions, comments, and concerns type person, and RCC was able to provide that for me.
My experience at Robeson Community College has been a great experience so far. I recently separated out of the military last August, 8 years of service in the Navy. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and my father, who works here, pointed me in the right direction about getting started and got me started on a good path.
My experience at Robeson Community College has been great. It's been convenient, it's close by, it provides flexibility with being a returning student and having a full-time job.
Just seeing other people like myself being older, returning student, and then the younger generation here also, so it lets me see that it's never too late or too soon to pursue your dream.
The RCC Foundation helped me with finding resources when it came to my textbooks. I didn't have any kind of funds to pay for textbooks unless it was coming out of pocket, but the RCC Foundation helped me find funds in order for me to pay for textbooks, which made me successful in my studies.
It's the place where I've been able to accomplish my goals. Like in my country, I was able to go to college and everything, but when I came to America, I just found out that didn't help me here. I know I'm an adult, I have children and husband, and I'm not that young anymore, but I'm just like, I have the opportunity now to improve myself.
RCC helped me with a scholarship toward the latter part of the class. I had paid for my class up front due to the limited capacity of the class. I didn't want to, lose my slot. I received a scholarship that paid over half of my initial payment, and that was just a really good help. It actually helped out being paid in the latter part of the class, when I really needed it, as opposed to, initially.
I'm a single mother and I have 3 kids, and I wanted to make a better living for them. So why would I tell them to go to school and get their education if I wouldn't do the same thing for them?
My instructors helped me a lot. They had one-on-one conversations with me. They showed me how to overcome obstacles that I wasn't able to overcome, and I wanted to do more for my community and give my kids a better life.
The school is expanding. They're offering courses that are convenient and are a drive in the workforce that are needed. So I think RCC, they're also expanding, so it's a great future for students, or a great school for students to attend.
We often hear the quote, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And when students walk on our campus, I think they feel not only the passion that we have for their dream, but the compassion that we have to help them pursue their dream or their calling.
For my generation, I'm in a field that I'm not used to, so I wanted to become a more tech savvy person, and I wanted to take those curriculums just to be more familiar with the computer. But when I got into the field itself and found out how engaging it was, I saw opportunity and growth and a path that I could stay on and excel in.
To my instructors, I very, very, very much so appreciate everything that they do. They take their time and break down the curriculum, the classes, everything dealing with what we have going on.
What I would like to say about RCC is we have instructors out here that are very personable. They take pride in what they do, and they will help you in any way that they can.
Oh, I would love to say to RCC, to everybody, from the vice president to my professors to the person who answers the phone in financial aid. We do programs and we have events, and I can come back from a weekend and ask, how was your weekend? It's more of a personal connection. It is a family. We can do it, and thank you.
I never been to college before, and I didn't know if I was gonna be successful in college, but coming here to RCC, it really helped me, and I know it can help a lot of people. So if anybody who would love to get started or even think about getting started, RCC is a great place to start.